people. Welcome. Welcome to the Puffin and Loon penthouse for what might be our last show in season 3. We're going to figure that out in the next week, so be sure to subscribe and be on our email list. Keep up with what we're doing. We're not making national news yet. Here at the outpost of Unpop.
That's us.
Yeah.
Here's one from around 1930. I got a barrel of flour, Lord, I got a bucket of lard. I got a barrel of flour, Lord, I got a bucket of lard. Ain't got no blues, got chickens in my backyard. Got corn in my crib, cotton growing in my back. Got corn in my crib, cotton growing in my back. Got that old hen sitting, waiting for that little egg to hatch. Yodelay, no heart. Time blues. Gonna hitch up my mule, take a hold of my gonna hitch up a mule, take a hold of my line. Can't be bothered with none of these old hearts. I'm gonna build me a shanty, Lord, I'm gonna settle down. Gonna build me a shanty, Lord, I'm gonna settle down. Get me a corn-fed woman, Lord, I'll quit running around. Yodelay, no hard time blues. I saw that fiddle away. With my one-eyed mule and my good old Jersey cow. Everybody. I got a barrel of flour, Lord, I got a bucket of lard. I got a barrel of flour, Lord, I got a bucket of lard. Ain't got no blues, got chickens in my backyard. Yodelay, no heart. Time blues.
We gotta remember that. Just all you need is a barrel of flour and a bucket of lard, and you'll be all right. Chickens in the backyard.
Yeah, man. One from the last depression. People sang to their mules. It's great to be back with you folks again. I think our magic little list here says it's time for me to do something.
Oh, yay.
What Monty Python used to call completely different. I'm going to get my trusty 6-string banjo out here, but this isn't my official trusty 6-string banjo. This is my new trusty 6-string banjo. This is the newer model that's has nylon strings, which is a different animal, and it behaves more like a, I don't know, I never really played the lute, so I don't know, but it's more like a gourd banjo, and it's more like a classical guitar, I guess. they made a bunch of these around the turn. Boy, I'm so old. When I say turn of the century, I'm thinking 1900. But so I'm going to do a really unusual thing here. I have this set up in one of my most unusual and favorite tunings. This one I profiled in my top 20 partial capo book. This is in the Liberty tuning family. It has my Liberty capo on there, but I've also retuned another string and moved the capos. But for some unknown reason, it's really fun to play all sorts of tunes in this strange setup. And I just worked this one up this week, and used to be kind of my test. I would play, anytime I take up a new instrument, this used to be the first melody I would always play to see how it worked. So let's play a little bit of that old shaker tune. There we go. Oh, 'tis a gift to be simple. Or simple gifts. Someday we'll live like that, huh? Just tuning this many strings is automatically unsimple. So what do we got for him here? Is it time for you to do another mysterious...
Well, I'm going to do an old song that they probably know.
Yeah, one of those ones that's floated down from long ago. Sometimes you can trace the movement of songs and sometimes you can't. I think this one has taken a few jumps. I think they might have figured out. It's been a great time with all this information loose on planet number 3. The same kind of technologies that are finding errors or bad grammar and listening in on our conversations and hearing what we're telling our robots in our house. They're also exploring old newspapers and old song lyrics, and they're finding out all kinds of dirty little secrets in the world of recipes too. I probably mentioned that they're finding they scan in old family recipes and find out that about half of them came off the can of pumpkin or off the yeast packaging from 1930s, grandma's favorite recipe. It wasn't quite as magic as we thought it was. But
Oh yeah.
I don't
My
think...
phone keeps telling me, like sending me emails about yellow teeth. I'm getting a little bit like.
Oh, you got to learn the Rodney Danger.
Is the camera on my phone looking at me and thinking I have yellow teeth, or is it that campaign, that advertising campaign?
Oh,
where
ring around the collar.
They're making me worry about something that I.
You got to learn the Rodney Dangerfield line there. So I asked my dentist what I should do about my yellow teeth.
Wear a brown tie.
Yeah, wear a brown tie.
Yeah.
All right.
So what do you remembered a punchline?
Yeah, that's good. What are you going to sing for us?
I'm gonna. Well,
oh,
it's been a lonesome week in Lake
Yeah.
Wobegon for some unknown reason. I mean,
All right, well,
April is the cruelest month.
We're coming
into the warmer weather. And we've had some beautiful days, but what an intense week in America. Sometimes it's hard to sing, you know. Sometimes the singing comes from such a deep place, and I got to admit, it's been a little bit of a rough week, so I'm going to sing about how can I keep from singing so that I remind myself through this song. This is one that Harvey and I have recorded together on our Christmas album, and we usually sing it together, so this is kind of a meditative, expressive version of it that I just kind of happened upon on my viola. How can I keep from singing? How can I keep from singing? Life goes on in endless song of lovers' lamentations. I hear the real, though far off hymn that hails the new creation. Above the tumult and the strife, I hear its music ringing. It sounds an echo in my soul. How can I keep from singing? What though the tempest loudly roars, I hear the truth in living. What though the darkness round me flows, songs in the night it giveth. No storm can shake my inmost calm, while to that rock I'm clinging, since love is Lord of heaven and earth. How can I keep from singing? When tyrants tremble sick with fear and hear their death knell ringing, when friends rejoice both far and near, how can I keep from singing? In prison cell and dungeon vile, our thoughts to them are winging. When friends by shame reminder. How can we keep from singing? I think I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do another one off of my my Swerve album, and it's also one that I did on the Song Train. It's a journey to find the words to a traditional song that work for you personally. And I really enjoyed finding words to this song from Mike Seeger. And I'm going to sing that version. Kind of a... Anyway, and I'm going to play it for you on the instrument, the hardanger fiddle that I played on the album. It's a very haunting sound. It has, it's a Norwegian instrument with definitely some Italian influence in the filigree all over. It's beautifully, they're always beautiful. They always have this beautiful artwork on the edges, and the sympathetic strings underneath kind of make it ring, kind of, so it's a little louder, and it carries more, played in the valleys and fjords of Norway. Kind of the devil's instrument, and I'm looking forward to telling you more about the links between the devil and the fiddle and the devil and the hardanger. Funny that they So I'm not gonna play a Norwegian tune for you. I'm gonna play an American one. I'm a bit of a mongrel, but that's all right. So one called Little Birdie. All right, let's see here. Okay. Little birdie, little birdie, come sing to me your song. I've a short time for to stay and a long time to be gone. Little birdie, little birdie, what makes you fly so high? Dissatisfied, oh, dissatisfied, caring never a bit to die. Little birdie, wings so blue. Nothing else but grieving, grieving over you. Fly down, little birdie, sing to me your song. Sing it now, sing it while I'm with you. Can't hear you when I'm gone. Fly down, fly down. Little birdie, sing to me your song. Sing it now, sing it while I'm with you. Can't hear you when I'm gone. Can't hear you when I'm gone. Can't hear you when I'm gone. Sing it now, folks.
Well,
Sing your songs. Sing your songs while you're with your
boy, that fiddle sounds so sweet.
Isn't that neat? Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, you got that for me, and I haven't played it nearly enough. But it's from the about 1900, and she's an old gal, and she's temperamental, and I've got to kind of get used to how to deal with her. And I'm excited to cross tune her and play some.
Oh yeah, there's some
Norwegian tunes, like I did for
Isn't there?
our niece's wedding.
Oh right, isn't there like an insane number of tunings of that fiddle?
I think I'm sure you could help me invent more.
Well, I don't know. Guitar tunings I understand, but those Hardinger fiddle tunings are really weird. Well, speaking of Norwegian music, we didn't really plan this, but it looks planned. I'm going to do a Norwegian folk tune here. One of our loyal auto harp regulars out there has been bugging me to play this on the, and this is the first time I've ever played it on this mountain harp. This, thank you, Carol from North Carolina. There's not nearly enough of these mega harps out there. Thank you, Ron Wall, for making these and putting them in the world. I learned this tune from the singing of a Norwegian singer that I often refer to her as my second favorite singer anywhere, Rita Erickson. And I was, that's one of my favorite stories, is that I was, when one of your friends calls you up in the middle of the night drunk and pretends to be the Nobel Prize Committee or something like that. There's a lot of pranks that people pull involving accents and late night phone calls. And when Sten Olaf called me from Norway to see if I would come over there and play a folk festival, I assumed it was one of my crazy friends.
Definitely going to go visit my crazy Norwegian friend Inger-Lise and today I saw on Instagram her little baby lambs on her farm had beautiful Norwegian sweaters. Like
they knit sweaters for their lambs.
Gorgeous sweaters.
They have too much time on their hands over there. So I got to great honor. I got to perform with Rita and also with my favorite Irish singer named Dolores Keane. It was a highlight of my life, actually. And this is a tune that Rita sings magnificently in Norwegian. She told me that it's about a young girl who is sad because her boyfriend has to go to war. Ung Aslaug. I'll have to get you to play the Hardinger fiddle with me on that. I got to play it with the Norwegian Einar. I forget his last name. Well,
that'll be good.
We've got a song for you.
Another song that makes me think of Jay Smith, who we mentioned last week, the proprietor, the owner of most notably the Press Room in Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
Where we met.
Where we met, and where so many people met. Beautiful.
They're still hanging in there. They might have survived
is a
COVID.
word that we, well, we're proprietors actually. We're proprietors of we have a performance space in our carriage house, which is now called the Puffin and Loon Lounge, and yeah, the proprietor, the person who's on the premises, who owns the place, it gives it more soul. It's something you don't get a lot, well, in the corporate chain business. But yeah, we are going to do some shows this summer. So if you're local, we'll probably. Well, there's one that's up there on the website now, but people aren't finding it. A couple people have.
Yeah, we've committed to a
June
few.
18th.
We're going to have very low attendance because of the ongoing threat to our lives as we sing songs in public. It's sort of.
We're very excited, though. You're almost fully.
Yeah, I meant to
vaccinated.
explain that I've been building a stone wall this week. Well, several weeks. Although the close observers may have noticed the flaw.
Well, that's where I bit you.
No, I wish it was you. Yeah, the vampire bite. Our dog loves to play football with our children, and he's a very, very high-spirited football player. And I was grabbing for the football, and so was he. And his canine tooth took a chunk out of my hand there.
That's impressive.
I'm going to do this song. As she mentioned, Jay Smith sang this. Oh, I can still hear his voice ringing. And I can also hear a room full of people who knew the song. There's nothing quite like that sound. The sound, especially, boy, my one trip to Scotland, every pub I went into, they were singing away. Boy, they know how to sing, too. It's not like when Americans get together and sing Happy Birthday in 5 different keys at once.
It was just today we decided to sing this, wasn't it? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Traditional music is so comforting.
Well, this one isn't traditional.
Oh, well, it should be.
It is. It was written in 1959 by an Englishman named Cyril Tawney.
He did a lot of traditional music.
He did, and this is our token attempt to jump on the sea chanty.
Oh yeah, maybe we'll
thing.
become TikTok stars.
Oh yeah. I'm sure that'll happen.
The sea shanty.
This, I think, qualifies as a sea chanty, although it was written because Cyril Tawney was in the Navy and he was yearning to not be in the Navy, and it really hit us today. This feeling of being stuck on a ship and wanting nothing more than to be able to go home and be with your loved ones. And
we're stuck on a ship with our loved ones.
Yeah.
Wanting nothing more.
And there's a nickname in the British Navy. They refer to the British Navy as the Grey Funnel Line. So this is.
Speaking of being stuck, I feel like I don't even remember how to go into people's houses. My dear friends Ron and Judith, who might be out there, they invited me in, and I was in a rush because I hadn't seen you all day. But it made me feel, after I left, I was like, I should have hung out. That's like what life is all about, is hanging out with your friends. And I have to reprogram myself to realize that
We have to finish getting vaccinated and all
Well,
that
they're
stuff.
vaccinated.
Oh, right, yeah. Who knows how the game is played?
I know,
Maybe the
it's so
comedians
confusing.
will be able to have some fun with this.
We have
Maybe
new
it'll someday
neighbors
get
who
funny.
we haven't really hung out with yet.
Yeah.
And that's, we got to learn
So,
how to hang out again with other people besides each other. So, and it's nice to hang out with you, but you're so hard to see.
Well, now that Jay Smith is gone, I guess I have to sing this. I would rather hear
can
Jay
do
sing it
it.
than me, but
Do it beautifully.
and I'm going to get I haven't had my mandocello. It hasn't really gotten equal time in the live streams, but what are you gonna play with me? I guess
The viola.
Don't mind the wind and the rolling sea, the weary night never bothers me. The hardest time in a sailor's day is to watch the sun as it fades away, and it's one more day on the gray funnel line, the finest ship that sails the sea is still a prison for the likes of me. Just give me wings like Noah's dove, and I'll fly up higher to the one I love. And it's one more day on the gray funnel line. Each time I gaze beyond the screws is when I yearn for St. Peter's shoes. I'll walk on down that silvery lane. I'll take my love in my arms again, and it's one more day on the gray funnel line. There was a time when I was free, just like a spark on the open sea. But now that spark has washed ashore, it finds me at my true love's door. And it's one more day on the gray funnel line. Oh Lord, if dreams I'd tell all the boys that were homeward bound, and it's one more day on the great funnel line. The time like some machine until the blue waters turn to green. I'll dance on down that walk ashore and sail away, funnel line no more. And it's one more day on the great funnel line. A mighty song. I wish I had a glass of grog here. Well, I got one more on the Mandocello. Here's that. This one really is old. We were trying to find out how old it is. The King Henry that's mentioned in here could have been one of at least 8 Henrys. The first one died in 1092. It might have been about him. And it mentions Carlisle Castle, which was built by the Romans. It was part of Hadrian's Wall. That's some ancient stuff going down. We think here in YouTube Village, Maine, there's some pretty old buildings, but the Carlisle Castle's been filled with soldiers there for 1,000 years straight, and this is a wonderful, wonderful story. Robert Burns it's hard to know what he was saying. I don't speak Gaelic and his Scottish words, but
they were pretty similar.
Yeah. This is the Anglicanized. What's anglicized version of this? Robert Burns' Scottish version of this.
Maybe Nick Jonesified, possibly.
It's Child Ballad number 192.
Yeah.
And what a story it is! The story of the blind harper.
It's such a great story.
And we'll send this out to Matthew out in Arizona. Boy. There should be a national there should be like a week, at least a week of the year that we devote to celebrating blind musicians. That people think people start out life with supposed handicap, and their ears. Matthew's listening like crazy out there. He listens harder than anyone I've ever met in my life. He hears everything, so thank you, Matthew. Turlock O'Carolan was a great blind harper. He gave us some of the greatest music that ever came out of Ireland. And where did this take place? Lochmaben, one of those, almost a border town.
I probably went through Lochmaben with my mother.
Right by Lockerbie.
Yeah, when we made our way across Scotland and then took the ferry to Belfast.
So the story here is a little hard to follow, but the blind harper
beautiful country
decides, I don't know if he decided or if his wife came up with the plan.
Yeah.
They were going to swipe they made off with King Henry's best horse. And
we don't give this, just pay attention to
the
lyrics.
Wanton
They're worth listening to.
The Wanton Brown is a horse.
And he put the halter.
And you got to know that he hid the
or pants.
Yeah, his tights there.
Hose,
Minstrels
pants.
wore tights, of course.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you got to know that a foal is a baby horse that needs its mama.
Mm-hmm.
So the clever blind harper.
It's easy to forget that he's blind.
Oh yeah, but that's what made it work, because he was able to sneak around when everyone was asleep.
And the king always talks him as the poor.
He outwitted
poor
King
harper.
Henry big time.
Yeah.
And hopefully we won't outwit ourselves. I'm having trouble getting my. We could tell you about our sponsors here while I'm tuning endlessly.
You're our sponsors. You give us a feeling of value by showing up. Definitely, that's one way. And if you can donate, donations help us too very much. And
you should have seen how much fried chicken our son ate yesterday. Good Lord, have mercy.
Yeah. And we're just starting, I was just thinking, we're just starting to homeschool our second kid for a couple months left. It's just too much to stay on Zoom, and so we're going to take him out of that. And we're going to have to spend some money on that, take him some places and do some stuff. The other sponsor is buying our stuff on our store on woodpecker.com. And this is a cool thing you can get. It's just neat. It's a 4 CD set of really cool and simple songs that you can either just listen to and enjoy or play along with. They're all 2 chords or less. It's called the Song Train. And it's also available on Amazon.
So go to joyscream.com and see what Joyce is not doing, and go to woodpecker.com and
I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to get it together to do a show on Mother's Day weekend like I usually do, so we'll see. We shall see.
We've been wanting to learn this song for years, and this...
and we might have.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Are you gonna sing it here?
I'm just going to sing. I can sing. Blind harper, how he lived in Lochmaben town, how he went down to Farringdon to steal King Henry's Wanton Brown. First he went unto his wife with all the haste that go could he. He said, this work it'll never go well without the help of the good grey mare. She said, you take the good grey mare, she'll run o'er hills both low and high. Take the halter in your hose, leave the foal at home with me. Henry, and let of your come in, says King Henry.
Music,
Let me hear of your music, let me hear. Yes, come in, says King Henry, and of your music, let me hear. But up and says the blind harper, I'd rather have a stable for my mare. King looked over his left shoulder and said unto his stable crew, go take the poor blind harper's mare and put her beside my wanton brown. And then he's harped and then he sang till he played them all so sound asleep. Quietly he took off his shoes and down the stairs he did creep. Straight to the stable door he's gone with a tread so light as light can be. And when he opened and went in there, he found 30 steeds and 3. He took the halter from his hose, and from his purpose he did not fail. Slipped it over the wanton snows and tied it to the gray mare's tail. He let her loose at the castle gates, she didn't fail to find her way. And when failed to find her way, she went home to her own colt foal 3 long hours before the day. Blind harper's mare. Oh, and alas said the blind harper, and never alas that I came here. In Scotland I've got me a little colt foal, in England they've stolen my good grey mare. Hold your tongue, says King Henry, and of your mornings let them be. For you shall have a far better mare, and well paid for your colt shall be. And then he's harped and then he sang, and also singing here. He was paid for a colt that he never had lost, and 3 times over for the good grey mare. And again he's harped and again he sang, sweet was the music he let them hear. He was paid for a foal that he never had lost, and 3 times over for the good grey mare. Sweet was the music he let them hear.
Again he harped and again he sang.
Sweet was the music he let them hear. On his own terms, I might say. Yeah.
Harper of Lochmaben, I think they
song.
used to call that one.
How we
Well,
doing?
we got a couple more songs for you this week. This one is a reprise.
Hey, one more. Don't we 2 more? Yeah.
Yeah, you wanna?
Yeah, 2. We could do 2 more. Let's do 2 more. Yes, let's.
Joyce wanted to.
I wanted to do this one.
Joyce wanted to send this out to as a consolation for any of those who have departed this earth recently.
And
Beautiful old song called "What Are They Doing in Heaven
this,
Today?"
Yeah, or not recently. Or
Yeah.
in the last year. What are they doing in heaven today? Such a moving week, and yeah.
What are they doing in heaven today? Sin and sorrow are all done away. Peace abounds like a river, they say. What are they doing there now? I'm thinking of friends that I used to know, who lived and suffered in this world below. Now they've gone up to heaven, but I want to know, what are they doing there now? What are they doing in heaven today? Sin and sorrow are all done away. Peace abounds like a river, they say. What are they doing there now?
There's some who are poor and often despised. They looked up to heaven with tear-blinded eyes, while people were heedless and deaf to their cries. What are they doing there now? What are they doing in heaven today?
Sin and sorrow are all done away. Peace abounds like a river, they say. What are they doing there now?
What are they doing in heaven today?
Sin and sorrow are all done away. Peace abounds like a river, they say. What are they doing there now?
What are they doing in heaven today?
Sin and sorrow are all done away. Peace abounds like a river, they say. What are they doing there now? Do you have anywhere you can put that? Well, we're going to send you off with a rousing one from the Stanley Brothers here. This one is a straight ahead bluegrass song. I'm getting my straight ahead bluegrass guitar out here. Try to get my G run together here.
This reminds me of our gospel set on Sunday morning at the Ossipee Valley.
Yeah, I think we did this.
Festival.
The first time we did this song was for that.
Send this out to the.
We'll send it to
those band members we haven't
Jan
seen in a long
and
time.
Ruth out there in the Black Hills in South Dakota. We had some great times playing at the Black Hills Bluegrass Festival. Met some wonderful people. A couple of them are out there listening.
Oh, and Ruth sent us beautiful notes. Thank you
that was the nicest
so
letter
much.
we've ever
You guys
gotten,
send
I
us
think.
notes. It means so much. Any way you communicate with us, we just love to know you're enjoying.
People with
what
actual
we've done.
handwriting. My handwriting looks like a swarm of ants escaped from an ink bottle.
So thank you for every way that you let us know.
We might see you
that
next
we're
week,
doing
and we might
something.
not. We're
Wow.
going to see how the coffee holds out.
Yeah.
See if we can prop our eyes open with toothpicks and get through another week. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Well,
You know
we got
any
some things going on in the homestead we got to deal with too. It's just we originally were going to do 6 weeks, and this is the 6th week, so we'll see what happens. That's all right. Jokes. What do you do with a blue whale? We done that before?
I don't know. What do you do with a blue whale?
You got to cheer him up.
Ooh. How do you know if two people are married?
They're yelling at the same children.
Uh-oh, it's getting worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I'm out of tune too.
The Japanese god of tuning might be failing me here.
Yeah.
So the music teacher said to the unruly student there, you remember that one? Johnny, if you don't behave yourself, I'm going to tell your parents you have talent. These strings
I
feel
have a
like...
nice blank mind, kind of like like those Zen masters have right now. I'm just peacefully listening to you. I'm sure the people out there are okay. Take a deep breath. Ready? All together now.
Take it.
I've been noticing lately, you gotta take that extra bit of air in. It's amazing how few times you take a nice deep breath. Just go in, you take that extra bit of air in. It helps.
Man, I need a big old Stetson lid and some Justin or Tony Lama boots here. Get my bluegrass self back going again here.
I love the way you sing bluegrass. More bluegrass coming for us.
We haven't done
think.
singing through my nose yet
Oh,
here.
right.
You want to kick it off?
Singing through my nose?
No, kick off this one.
Shouting on the hills of glory, shouting on the hills, shouting on the hills. They'll be shouting on the hills of glory, shouting on the hills of God. Oh, no more sorrow in that city, no more sorrow in that city. Jesus prepared a place in heaven. They'll be shouting on the hills of God. Shouting on the hills, they'll be shouting on the hills of glory. Shouting on the hills of God. They'll be shouting on the hills of glory. Shouting on the hills, shouting on the hills. They'll be shouting on the hills of glory. Shouting on the hills of God.
Gotta end on a high note. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for showing
We
up,
love
you
each
guys.
and every one of you.
It means the world to us. Means the world.
We'll see you next time we see you. Make sure you subscribe to
Yeah, subscribe to all our channels. Harvey Reed, Joyce Anderson, Puffin and Loon.
the Puffin and Loon
The Puffin and Loon. Tell all your
on
friends.
here in YouTube Village. And come see us this summer here at the real
Yeah.
Puffin and Loon.
Yeah.
I'm
Be
gonna
in touch
put
if you're
my
local
old guitar away.
or hop on a plane and become local.
We'll see you downstream.
Yeah.
Merrily,
And I
merrily.
think Ziggy gets a little extra, like, you know,
For staying up
till like
3 a.m. in
yeah,
Germany.
3 in the morning in Germany. It
Yeah.
always is great to see you keep doing that, Ziggy. So thank you.
We're off
Till
like
next
insect
time.
repellent. All
Yeah.
right.